trust what you say and that's all okay. But everything starts to feel like a con, and I'm the pawn. Am I right or wrong?
This week we're going to take a family road trip down to Florida once again with Hoppy at Osceola Outfitters. We've had so much fun with Hoppy, and when you get a little bit bored during these summer months, there's nothing better that you can do with the family than throw them in the truck, take them down there, pack plenty of arrows, all the bows, because I can guarantee you Hoppy's got plenty of hogs to go around.
Select Hunter. Select UA Package. Select Point. Select Transport. Select Accuracy Package. Select Nikon Optics.
On this first hunt, we're going to join Little Dud and Hoppy as they go after a giant red boar that had been coming into this feeder. And what's important about this is that when you're hog hunting, sometimes it's really difficult to have a perfect shot because they're always moving around. So you really need to be ready for that one moment that you get the right shot angle so that you make a good shot.
Shot the real oldie, the old hog.
The red one?
Yeah. There was a boar was over there and it was getting pretty mad where it died. The same thing's going on right here, so we might have got him.
Did you hear it dying over there?
I don't know if I heard it. I heard the boar getting pretty mad.
Okay. I couldn't hear it. The airplanes flying over and the thunder in the background and hogs chomping on corn.
Yes. Well, hopefully another one comes out.
Besides being mindful of the shot angle, you also need to be mindful of what's behind your target. And I actually use this hunt as a good little lesson for Little Dud to always focus equally on aiming for the right spot as well as what's behind the hog that you're aiming at. Luckily, that arrow didn't hit that pig that was behind the one he was aiming at, and like I said, I did use this as a lesson to Little Dud and explain that he needs to focus equally on what's behind the target as well as the target and the angle that he's aiming at.
Two. There's another one. That one just took off.
Check this out. Right here's my arrow. It's the first time that
Oh yeah.
I shot an animal and the arrow passed completely through it. I mean, I was practicing and the arrow was going all the way through, but at 40 pounds, that's pretty cool, I think.
Talk to me, Harry.
Okay, so
What'd you do there, boy?
shot 2 hogs, found the first one, which was easier than finding this one. We went down into all that thick bush, pine bush, and
Those are all palmettos, and I think you lost your beanie back there somewhere.
oh, I got it in my pocket.
Oh, do you? It
Thank
looked
God.
like you've been rooting with those hogs. Your face is all black. Oh, you made a great hit on that one too.
Yeah, this one went far though. I'm surprised it went that
It
far.
went about maybe 60, 75 yards.
It felt like miles in that
When you're
bush.
crawling on your hands and knees.
Yeah.
Hey, awesome job, buddy.
Thanks.
Good shooting.
Be sure to visit knockonarchery.com to see our entire line of knock-on lifestyle clothing, as well as some awesome knock-on gear and accessories that I personally take to the field myself. Enter promo code SHOWFAN and I'll include a free signed photo. Also remember that all U.S. orders over 100 get free shipping. knockonarchery.com. Now let's go on an awesome little hunt with me and my wife Sharon as she went after her first big trophy boar of 2012.
Second night down at Hoppy's, and John and I decided to hunt a stand that he actually first hunted with Hoppy. Can't remember how many years ago, a long time ago, and they both had a lot of luck there. They both doubled up, and John hasn't hunted it since, so he took me there, and thankfully I had good luck too. This nice lone boar came in and gave me a shot, and it was a little bit further back than I would have wanted to on a hog, but it all worked out thanks to Hoppy and Mike. They had to go and recover it from some of the tallest, gnarliest, nastiest grass that I've ever seen, so thanks to them I'm able to show you this awesome hog. So stay tuned, we got some more hunts coming up from Osceola Outfitters.
Lone Wolves Field Recon.
On this week's Field Recon, I'm actually going to share just the simplest thing that I learned years ago that I've put to use so many times. And you know, actually when we're hunting in a lot of areas that have pine trees, or even some areas up here in the Midwest that have like these shaggy bark trees, these get an incredible amount of noise on there. And especially when you're wearing a safety harness, a lot of you may know that when you go to turn, you might end up hooking something on a piece of hanging bark like this, and that's all it's going to take to bust that big buck. Pine trees, cedar trees, it seems like are the worst for just barely moving and getting that noise off your back or off your hoodie. So what I learned years ago that's just super simple is when you got an old shirt that's worn out, long sleeve, just wad this thing up and keep it in your backpack, because all you have to do if you want to have a quiet back behind you is just take this thing, wrap the arms around, and tie it off on the tree. And I've done this many times with my boy, because little Dud sometimes likes to move around a bit, and on those pine trees, especially down there at Hoppy's, they get extremely noisy. So you can do this, you can move around as much as you want, and it's 100 times more quiet. So take an old t-shirt, long sleeve, wad it up, keep it in your backpack, keep it smelling clean, and if you got a noisy tree, take it out and put it to use.
Oh man, that was a big sucker. I don't know, I might have hit him good. We'll have to replay it, but oh, he was a big smoking hog. Getting a lot of bacon back from that. Oh, he was huge. He's big head. He's huge. I can see his tusks from here. They're just dino.
If you're looking to learn more about archery, be sure to tune in to Knock On Podcasts. Knock On Podcasts is a weekly talk show where I get in-depth with shooting techniques, equipment setup, and also give you a no BS review on some of the latest industry gear. Knock On Podcasts are great for listening on a road trip or that dreaded ride into work. Expand your archery knowledge with the highest level of world-class information on the airwaves. Knock On Podcasts. While they were giving that big old trophy boar some extra time, another meat hog came out to give Little Dud another shot.
He's quartering. I think he was quartering, so it looked good. Big brown. Lately I've been into the colors. Brown bear, chocolate. Just a nice blonde, grizzling, or
we've recovered both my hogs. The black one I shot first, and the one with the red color to it, that's the second one. And they didn't go very far, and the black one I was concerned about my shot, but it ended up taking him down. And then my other one I think was a pretty good shot. Bugs are crazy now, and it's getting dark, so just knock and roll.
Since we're talking about knock and roll, let's join Sharon on a big red boar hunt she had the next day on a hog that truly defines a knock and roll. Knock and roll.
Literally knock and roll.
Don't want to get in the way of those. Good job, babe.
Decent pair of choppers.
Very nice pair of choppers.
Nice colour too. I don't think I've shot a red one yet, have I?
No, you have not shot a red one.
Cool.
That's good.
It's a lot of fun down here, having a great time. And Harry, he shot 2 boars yesterday, and he's doing really well. So he's gone out with Hoppy tonight. So we need to kind of hook up with him and see what else. It wouldn't surprise me if he's shot another one.
He's on a roll right now.
He's on a roll, yeah.
He is the death machine. The little dud death machine.
I'm like taking advice from him and tips and.
I know, he's the one telling us how to do it.
I know, exactly.
Good shot, right behind the shoulder.
Yeah.
Good teeth.
Thanks, honey.
You're welcome, baby.
Dead center.
On this week's Dead Center, I'm going to give you an easy tip that's going to guarantee that you're as accurate as you are when you leave your house when you go on your next hunt. And this tip is going to be to make sure that you check your rangefinder with all the other rangefinders that are in camp. Most importantly, your guide or your outfitter or the buddy that's going to be behind you, because this has actually been a mistake I've made on 2 different occasions. I've gone out, I've been in a hunting situation where I kept my rangefinder at my pocket. The animal came in, I drew back and I looked at my buddy and said, "How far is it?" And he told me, and when I shot, I wasn't very close at all. And honestly, it took us a couple months to figure that out. It was actually several months later when we were at a target archery event, when we were out there and realized that our 2 rangefinders were about 3 yards difference. And then we looked back, and once we looked at that tape, we realized, dang, that's almost exactly how far off I was on that animal that you gave me the range on. The next time I was actually on a mule deer hunt with a buddy of mine from Denmark, and we got in on this muley buck, and I was all pretty much locked and ready to go, so I just said, "Tell me how far he is." And he said 40, and when I pulled back and I shot, I barely nicked that thing, and I was like, what the heck? Animal ran off. I turned around, I said, "How far did you say it was?" He said 40, and I ended up getting my rangefinder up, and I ranged, and I said, "Dude, it's like 44, and then that's when we realized he was giving me yardage in meters, not in yards. So once again, if we would have just taken the time to kind of, while we're all out there practicing those first days, just grab a couple rangefinders and check, or even when you're out with your guide that first day, just say, "Hey, let's both range that tree," and make sure that our rangefinders are the same, because having both your rangefinders calibrated, or at least knowing the difference, can definitely make or break any hunt. Well, it's let's see, I don't even know when it is. It's August.
Sunday. You know the day.
It's Sunday. It's Sunday in August. It's Sunday in August, and we are down here again for a family trip to Florida for some hogs and some, we're gonna do SeaWorld tomorrow, but we came down here, and Little Dud's here too, but he's not with us right now. And we've had a great few days here with Hoppy. And this is the last morning, and I'm going to see if I can get me a hog. Sharon and Harry have definitely did some damage down here on the hog patrol. So this is going to be a great episode. Really, any episode with Little Dud or Sharon's a good episode. I know you guys get sick of watching me all the time, so I do this just to try to have a few more viewers every now and then. So I'm sorry that I'm not funnier or shorter and smilier.
I'm sorry I'm not taller. I'm on my tiptoes.
Hey, babe. She's the one time she's not supposed to use her outdoor voice is the time when we're like waiting to like stock up on this field over here. So every other time I'm like, speak louder so they can hear you. But now that we're actually supposed to be quiet, she uses the full-blown voice. So let's use that outdoor voice. Okay? Stay with us. Hopefully I'm going to bust a hog and finish off a really, really fun few days down here with Hoppy at Osceola Outfitters. Here's my arrow. Boom. Perfect sign. There's the new ulmer edge. If you can see that, it's actually locked open, which is a really cool part of this broadhead, is that it locks open. So, and if it goes back, it's got blades on both sides, it's cut in both directions. So this is an awesome head, and I know it did the, well, there's my bore right there. That did not go far. Look at this big old sucker. Wow, awesome boar. Great boar hog. Good teeth. Just kind of busted his teeth off there at the bottom. But this right here is why we come down here to Florida. This place is just overrun with these hogs, and you know, I'm sure you've heard me say in the past, the owners of this plantation, they're sod farmers and cattle farmers, and these hogs do quite the number on any type of field that they have, and they have hunters here all the time, and there's still no shortage of these things, and we have hunted them every which way you can. Feeders, spot and stalk, tree stands, blinds, I mean, whatever way you want to do it, you can. And these heads are just perfect for hogs. They fly great, they fly like a field tip. They've got a great chisel tip. You can see, even with a bore this big, I actually went through that side, and I'm pretty sure this side is busted. Yeah, completely, total pass through right through the front shoulder of a full mature boar. And that's really a great testament to a good broadhead, and I'm really excited about these ulmer edges. You can practice with them. You put the screw through there and practice with them, and you know exactly how well you're shooting. And they now are available with this Easton injection, very small diameter, heavy arrow, and that's what I always believe in, is slowing your bow down with heavy arrows so that you can bust through big shields like what we have on these mature boars. So it's been a great week down here with my family. I'm the last guy to get a hog, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. And make sure you get your family out there. It's the summertime, do something different. Come down here, let everybody shoot some pigs, enjoy a really nice camp, some great food, and some great bow hunting. Stay with us.